Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Sesanga Family Business, the goat stock. Today we're gonna talk about akatari kembuzi. Akatari kembuzi tutunda wembuzi diwe tuzitunda na kurwati kusesanga tukola gwetitinga bumuva all the day mufidieno. We're gonna talk about what we do. How do you get market and what are the challenges in goats business considering or in consideration with the market or in contest with market prices, when to sell, where to sell, and why. With the word why, how do we do it at Sesanga Mix Farm? As you look at our video, you could sing our goats on our fear insisted. Thus, you are rest assured that our meat which we are selling out on our butchers, book your orders, send in your orders, support us. We bring something new to the market when everybody can enjoy goat's meat at a low price when it's even affordable for the peasants or what we can term or what which I don't want to use, the poor, because there's no one who is poor unless he chooses or she chooses so to be poor. It's just a change of your mindset and your behavior so that you can achieve your goal. Unless when somebody has no purpose or no goal. By the time you set your goal or purpose, then wealth is just around your corner. Now back to goats market challenges in goat farming. Let's go to our screen and see price of goats. Price of goats. That's a challenging one. With the volatile market of Uganda, in all businesses volatile, but how do we handle it at Sesanga? I'm gonna mix the why and where to sell, and I will add with when to sell. But I'm gonna be mixing up and down, so we're going to follow the video. Now with the prices. So how do you determine the market prices? With the prices, we're gonna divide it into two. The local goats and the other goats. I won't say which goats because they're different breeds, they're different types. There are those ones who have mixed the local with the boa, like how we do it at Sesanga Mix Farm. There are those who mix with Kalahari, there are those who have different brands. It depends on what you need. Oh, on your structure, or on your dream when you're starting. That one depends on your initial starting. Before you start goat farming, go to look for markets, where to sell them. What type of goats did you go into? What type of goats did you go into? Did you go in the meat breed, a dairy breed which is gonna bring milk, or genetics that you're gonna be selling breeds who are breeds? Because that's business too. Initially, what did you choose to go in? Meat, good for selling meat, for meat, like at Sesanga Mix Farm. We chose meat. Our goats are meat. Because our boas, we got the boa from South Africa, which is for meat. But my pew, we're not gonna brag. We don't lie. As you see people complain on our videos, they are not clean, they are not what, we don't matter about the video. Because farming is being dirty and hands-on. We hands-on. At Sesanga Mix Farm, we hands-on. It's not about the content of the video, but so long as you can see and learn something out. It's about learning, it's not about bragging with the quality of the video. Now let's go back to those who initially you choose. Local breed. Which breed meat? Like, people choose pure. Like, I'm gonna go starting goat farming pure. If I'm just telling you with experience, the little experience I have with starting with a lot of failures and consistency. To this to where you see me now. Pure needs. Pure I will lose some words. Pure needs pure management. Pure care, pure medication. Pure grounds to graze it from. Everything pure. I will use the word pure. That means everything glass, everything expensive. Special care, special needs. That's what I'm trying to mean. Are you ready for that? People who do that, the other people who deal in genetics breeds, he sells their breed. To all go. But for us at Sesana Mix Farm, I told you I'm only speaking about only what we do at Sesama Mix Farm. I'm here to not brag upon you. I'm here to impress upon you. Just do what we do if you feel like it makes sense. If you want to start it, start. If you still wanted to start but something is holding you up, watch our videos and see how it's done. But for Sesanga Mix Farm, we choose the boa from South Africa and the cross good breeds. Cross, the one is cross, new to local. Cross between the local and a pure. The offsprings of a local and a pure, those are the offsprings we bowl. Now those offsprings in Gaba, in my local language Vazita, in Chotara or Malay Tobichi, those ones we chose them because they have the other gene of a pure. They are like mixed up, half caste. Now, then we got a pure, and now we got a pure from another pure, a mother and a father which are pure. They are offsprings, but that offspring, this is the point, that offspring is born in Uganda. Those two pures mated in Uganda. The weather conditions of Nakasongola, they know that young one was born in that weather condition of Nakasongola. That young one knows the harsh condition of Nakasongola. That young male, the boa, the pure, and feed his childhood on the grass of Nakasongola, which grows in the region of Nakasongola and the weather conditions of the Nakasongola. That means that goat is adoptable to Nakasongola at disease resistant to the normal diseases which attack those pure or genetic goats, the pure ones. They make good men. I will go into that. They're the best. But risking is too much. With me, as me at Sesanga family business, that risk is too high. Yeah, the level of risk and profit is too high. I'm not that a gambler. But I'm telling you, if somebody knows you can treat someone. Now that young one, when you get it with the other half caste, that's how we got Sesanga, that meat breed, which we are developing. We are developing to give local sheep, goat's meat to all regions and rural areas at the same cost. Kuka sente ke kamara kara isingo yakabzit no uba wa mucharo mbuliri wansika nun. Sid embuzi tugera jijo kuba nti abantu bagamba embuzi eriwa bagagga. Now we go to prices again. When we say we only spoke about the local and the pure, this is why the prices changed. The plow in prices we're gonna speak about two steps in prices: price for selling and price for buying. When you're selling a local, I'm telling a local, not a mix at my farm, not a muchota at my farm, not the good breed which is disease resistant, not a breed which can seed on our normal feeds, not a breed which is healthy and which is gonna give you meat, which is gonna range between 25 to 30 kilograms to 40. That's what we take it. The sweet breed, like how you see the Kenyan women, they call gala. That's the sweet meat which is almost enjoyed in Dubai. Now, I have those gala females on my farm. Many of them, they're giving me offsprings every day. They really have sweet meat. That's why at Sesanga Mix Farm, come and book our goat's meat, our mchomu.
Out there and our butchers and get the sweet meat on a free range, goats well fed, healthy goats. Know what you're eating for your health. Now the price of a local goat is between 350 to 500. That's the local one. But with me at my farm, the mixed one, sweet meat, well grazed, take me to 350. So it will depend where you reach, depending on the weight of the goat. At Chesanga Mixed Farm, we deal in weights. Weight of the goat, if you need it. Even though you need it walking, we're gonna weigh it and tell you. We're gonna weigh it. Even though you want it alive, we're gonna weigh it and give it to you when we know the exact kilos. That's how we can scale and manage profits in our section of profit margins. And where to sell. Where do we sell these goats? Guys, we're gonna look for the market. As you see, at Chesanga Mixed Farm, our butchers are coming out. Our goat meat line is coming out. Our goat meat supply line is coming out. Our small butchomos are coming out when you're eating halal goat meat. That's one of the other ways of sourcing market. You gotta be creative because you're the owner of this dream. You started with this dream. You know, initially when you're starting the goat farming, where were you planning to sell them? You didn't make a plan, as most of us do. We just want to come blind because somebody told me something. I'm going to go into this business. I see many people failing before because they are not consulting. People, consult before you come in a business. I've just seen many of my friends coming in the business I've been in and thinking that for me I failed because I was stupid. That's why I failed. I didn't fail because I was stupid. I failed because I was learning something which was challenging. But what were my challenges? What made me fail? That's the learning curve I always tell you. I learned something. That means go to those people. Don't brag around. Go to those people for mentorship, for consultation, so that if you can avoid those challenges, as I tell you at Chesanga Mixed Farm, that's why we do these videos. If you can avoid those challenges, that means you're ready to start farming. Farming is profitable when you have the right knowledge. Let's go back to breeds. Those ones who wanna do the pures or the breeds which are pure. Those breeds range within 500k to 1 million. Some go to 5 million. Like the pure from South Africa is 5M to 6M million Ugandan shillings. The Maleto, the mixtures, the good breed, zino zetusala ku hijja manya kuki si ku hijja ku idi eyokusala ebisolo idi al adha zetusala the good breed teinako buzibu. Please come at Chesanga Mixed Farm. We have those goats set up for those Muslims who are gonna sacrifice animals on Eid al-Adha. Tuyina embuzi ezo ezisalibwa ku Eid al-Adha nga ziri ku mutindo gw'Obusiraamu okusalibwa ku Eid ng'embuzi teyinaako kantu konna kamogo ng'eri ku mutindo. Come and buy and book. We only book by appointment. Guys, call the number, make an appointment, book your goat's meat at a cheaper price, and goat's meat which is halal. The goat's meat which is not mixed up with letter P and C is only goats fed, basic mainly for business, and halal to feed the people health food, to feed Ugandan citizens health food, so that we can avoid some major diseases now. They're not common. They are major and now common. Like one of them is cancer. Let's eat healthy and be healthy. Let's go to our when to sell, when to reach, when to sell, and where to sell. Let's go to where to sell. That's what I've been telling you. Look for markets where you're gonna sell your good. Initially, you're gonna have to do a structure before starting the business. I'll tell you where we sell and where we get our goods on number 4 at the Y section. Where to sell goods? My local markets are there. international markets are there. The local markets are there, but they have their own challenges. Challenges with local markets, these are the people I call the brokers, the middlemen. These people who come at our farm with cars to buy our goats at our farm and start talking like they are bragging, like we useless, that like we didn't do this, we didn't plan this, like goats just came by mistake to us, like we didn't plan, it just came, it happened. Guys, respect farmers. Respect farmers. Mwe abajja okutusuubulako ebisolo byaffe muturespectinge nti tuteekamu obudde, tuteekamu time, mutuleke tudondola lwakuba nti mwe mwagala kuyitawo ate nga ffe tuba tugwa ate nga tulindira ebbanga ddene. Guys, watch those people. Those people are the main issue, but they are also the main source of market. Watch the prices they are telling you and be calculative on what you have put in this goat and how much you're selling it, so that you don't make a loss, because these guys come with a lot of words in different languages. But be focused, because that's when you can scale profit, and that's when you can get value in farming. And that's, you can't leave them out because they are the main source of market, because they come and buy feed, they're easy. But in easing the market, they tend to cut, to go with a big cut than the farmer. With the international markets, the government has to come in and open all doors to even the poor. It's only open to the rich, to the knowledgeable, to those ones who are connected. You maybe even have money to get those licenses, but the main key is to be connected, and government should ease that to even the local people. Our leaders whom we send in government, they should help us with that. Where do you sell? We are back to that point. Where
We sell our goats. Those brokers look for local markets near you to avoid transport costs. Initially, you're starting a farm. Where are you gonna sell your goats? Look for a farm, or when you're acquiring land to make your farm, look for the structures and accessibility for transportation and local market for your goats. Local markets for your goats. First secure the structures. Come to Sesanga Mix Farm at our offices. For more about this, or follow us on YouTube channel and our TikTok channel with Sesanga Mix Farm and Sesanga Family Business. Let's go back to the coast. We jumped the coast. I spoke about it lightly, but the cost of weight. People just sell their goods in Uganda without looking on the weight. How do you scale profit without knowing the weight? Because everything on the goat is for sale. There is nothing on the goat which is not for sale. Everything on the goat is for sale. How do you scale those profits there? If you're selling it live and weighing the weight, everything, just selling the goat, like he's gonna eat the meat, not the legs. People eat everything. Even the horns make something. The hooves, there are people who buy them. That means the whole goat goes away. Scale profit. Know when to scale profit in goat farming. Factors influencing prices. Factors influencing prices, areas and regions. Now that one goes to when to sell and where to sell. When to sell and where to sell. Seasons, areas, and locations matter to set prices in Uganda due to the market volatility. Now let's see, health status of the goats. The health status of the goat is also a key factor. Is also a key factor in influencing the prices of the goats. Like at Chisanga Mix Farm, you see how our goats are healthy. That means our goat's meat is gonna be sweet on a free range system. The health of a goat will determine the price of the goat. I told you, seasonal like on Christmas. The price you sell on Christmas is not gonna be the same price you're gonna sell on the normal days. Please try to scale some profit in there so that the market, if it goes down, you scale some profit somewhere which can dap up these months when the flow of income is less. Let's go to transfer. Those factors influencing price. Those are all factors influencing the price of a goat. When it's at your butcher, ngeri wali eri ku mudaala oba ngeri ku kachomo ogirya. Biva ku bino wansonga transport, seasonal, health of the goat ne breed y'embuzi. Transport, say chua transport for your goats. This is one of the key structure when starting up goat farming. Transport of your animals and your people to and from should be easy, reachable, accessible because these goats need medication. Sometimes when is as needed, other times when it's ASP as immediate because they die very fast. Now let's go to regions. Well, we spoke about regions, prices, factors influencing prices. Now let's talk about why. The why section. Why do we talk about this and how do we do it as a Sanda Mix Farm? How do we handle all this? Setua transport as a Sanda Mix Farm with Setua transport. Our boats can be delivered to your door. We have our delivery system set up. We're setting up something which is still challenging, but we're open to solutions and ideas, implementing on how we can sell our goats to the local and rural area at the same price it's being sold in the local, in Kampala, at the same accessibility. But when we're giving discounts to people in the villages at a low cost, the challenge is we don't want to send this meat to the village at a low cost and that meat bounces to come back to town where they sell it expensively. Because we want to send that meat to the farm so that to the rural areas so that those people in the rural areas in the gateways can eat also goat's meat on some specific days when they can feel good to have it when it's easily accessible in the rural areas, but when it's not affecting the market prices and inflations. How will we achieve that as a Sangha? Because transport is said, because they're said, and these goats are raised at our farm and on a free range system. Because at a free range system, costs of production, feeding are cut. That one makes us able to deliver goat meat at a low cost to the local people in your villages, and those of us who are in town, we can be able to order for our families for the goat's meat easily and affordable. For those us abroad, it can be easier to go to our website at Chisanga, make family business, book our goat's meat, all our products, and we will deliver them to your families in Uganda at no cost on an affordable price. That's what we do at Chisanga. With the prices, we try to mitigate it in there with our free range system on raising our own goats. Now, let's go to the type of goat when choosing goats. Which type of meat will you choose? At Chisanga Mix Farm, our goat's meat is divided into two. We have the goat's meat for the young ones, which they call young goats are sweeter, but they have a an 8 bracket in them. Then there's those old goats, the male, inside just Vietnamese. They also have their own fries strains. That's how we do it at Sesanga Mixed Farm. Now let's go to weight at Sesanga Mixed Farm. We consider and is paramount when we're selling our goats. We weigh them and we only buy appointments and booking. Let's talk about what the type of meat breed we have. I already told you already. We have a meat breed, and I told you how we sourced it out. Now, another key factor in Uganda, certification. We shall speak about that certification in the next video. Thank you for listening to Sesanga Mixed Farm. Thank you for listening to Sesanga Family Business. May God bless you. May God bless Uganda. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.